and welcome back to the NOFO Live podcast, where I, Sunitha, along with my co-host Tracy, we hop on every Friday live at 9 a.m. and talk about all things North Fork. It feels like Tracy's been gone forever this season, and she's still not back this week. She will be joining us next week, though. So I look forward to her return. Our guest today is Encanto Crepes, which is a really amazing creperie in Greenport, which has been there a while, but they recently moved from one location to another within Greenport, so we'll talk more about that. I should say Dr. Penny Schwartz, and she will be joining us to chat and share all things about what she does. Good morning, Dr. Penny Schwartz. How are you?
Good morning, everybody.
I always forget to use the word doctor when I introduce you.
I'm all good, thank you.
You look so cute. All right, while
I
we
like the
wait for
background.
our guest to arrive, let's talk about what you've been up to. I know you've been re-involved with Slow Foodies Tent.
I had, but first of all, yesterday I went to this amazing mahjong experience.
Oh, yes, we do want to talk about that.
We do, and of course, I did win the first round, so I'm a little happy about that. So that was great. And yes, I stepped back into the role of chair of Slow Foodie Stands. I'm loving it. We have some great events coming up. We're doing our big major fundraiser at Landcraft in September.
What a great garden. What a
I
great location.
know. It's going to be great. And Lombardi's is doing food, and Cobb Franc Forward is doing wine. So it's going to be a great event. I hope to see you all there.
And when is that?
September 18th, rain date the 19th, and it's just going to be a beautiful evening because it can't rain anymore. I think it rained itself
I
out
know. I didn't even
last
give a
night.
weather. I didn't even give a weather report this morning
Yeah.
because everybody's already here. Good morning,
Yes.
Yuri and Gustavo. I'm
Good morning.
thinking. I don't know if anybody wants to hear, but it's gray. It's going to rain for the next 3 days straight. I mean, on and off. But I think the garden, and I know Penny, you're a big gardener, so you're
Yes.
probably happy about the rain for the garden.
I am happy about the rain for the garden, but I think maybe we got enough last night to last us a whole week or so, but whatever. It's all good. It's like it's like tropics out in the back there.
It does feel like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, welcome back, you guys, to the show. I know I'm trying to think when you guys were back on. I want to say it's 3, maybe even 4 years the way time goes by.
It was a
Do you
long time
remember
ago. I
when you were
remember.
on?
It was like almost, like 3 years.
At least
Yeah,
3 years. At
right
least three
after we
years.
opened.
Yes. Well, and we don't often have repeat guests, so welcome back.
We feel honored. Thank you.
Okay, so when we first had you on, your address was still Main Street, closer to, I guess I want to say Claudio's, right? And Lucharitos in that direction. And now you are in an amazing location, which is the corner of Front and Main. And if somebody doesn't know where that is, the flashy light, I mean, literally, that's the signal, like crepes, crepes,
Yep.
crepes.
Yeah, they should see our signs.
Yes.
They're very nice signs.
It's
All right,
such a beautiful location.
so let's
Thank
talk
you.
about the move. What prompted that?
Well, we only been 3.5 years in business, and Patty Carlos owned the Angela Leather. So the Angela was there for 37 years. There was a connection, and my Julia and I, we always dream about expanding. We didn't know we were gonna do it so soon, which is good news
I
because,
know
like,
you had a cute little cozy space, but very quickly you became so popular. So I can see how you outgrew that and needed the next space.
I tell you, at the second year, we outgrew the space. The first year, we were looking to see what the connection was with the residents, with the visitors, and it went great. So this is true, but it's funny. When it was the slow months, like January and February, with my wife, we used to sketch places we wanted to be, and that was one of our first, like that corner.
I
It's only
believe
a
in that. You
few.
created that. That's
It,
awesome.
it was amazing. We saw us there. Patty helped us a lot. Mark, Carlos helped us a lot with the whole thing. And when we started construction, we couldn't believe it. We couldn't believe. First of all, we wanted to do the things the same way we did the small space, like very nice space. We wanted to feel welcoming. We wanted to feel modern. We didn't. We knew it was gonna be a little bit of money that we had to put into it, but it had to be worth it, and it came out better than we expected.
Yeah,
Right? Yeah.
that's right.
Well, it's much more open, much more airy because you have that whole glass windows. You know, your space before was cute and cozy, but this one is just expansive, if that's the word. And you have outdoor little cafe
Out,
tables, which is
it's
like
it's
so
great.
cute.
So that makes it, just putting a plug in, that makes it dog friendly.
Oh,
So
we
you can
did.
sit,
We brought our dog there.
yeah, we did too. So you can sit outside with the dogs and have a lovely experience. It's great.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's go
and
back to the beginning. I know when you were here last time, it kind of started with coffee. I mean, I want to get to the crepes, but let's start with the coffee because I know that's your passion. So it's called Encanto Crepes and Cafe, and the cafe part, I guess, is for the coffee. So tell us where your coffee passion comes from.
well, it's in our blood. We are both Colombians. We are from Bogota. It was actually Yuri's idea. We talked about it, and I think I talked about this last time I was here. We went to in Colombia. We went to the Coffee Axis, which is where 90% of the farms and exports come from Colombia. And we visited a few farms. We fell in love with the area. That area is suffering right now because of the, I don't know if you heard about the
The
earthquake
earthquakes. I'm
and what
sorry.
happened in Colombia. So, but we talk about that. We were there and we started just jokingly, like as a pure dream. We were saying like, and we were dating at the time. We said like, what if we open a cafe like this in Greenport? And Yuri said, and Yuri was the one who said that, and I was like, yeah, we can do it, it's fun. And since that time, we started just talking and just like making it. It started being from a dream, and we were saying like, well, I think we can do it. Judy was moving to the States, so when she did, we were saying, oh, okay, I had my job as a graphic designer, and we were thinking, okay, we can get a job for her. She used to work in Bank Colombia, it's a bank in Colombia, so we said like, well, maybe she can start in a bank. But then we said like, well, maybe you come to the US and you have your own business.
Yeah.
Well,
And
you
that's
come
what
to
we
the
said.
US, and I was going to say you come to the North Fork. I
Yeah,
mean, there's
yeah.
a greater percentage because the percentage of small business owners on the North Fork is just not normal. I mean, it's just every single person gets the gardening, the chicken, and the entrepreneurial bug. Like one of the three, you definitely have to
Right.
have.
And it's amazing. And my parents both have businesses in Greenport. My mom has Simply Beautiful. My dad has Not Just Boss. So there was a lot of support for us in that sense. They're amazing. My mom has been in business. I think it's her 21st year, and
Wow.
she moved next to us to also a larger space. It's beautiful.
It
And my
is
dad moved
beautiful.
moved to where my mom used to be. My dad is Not Just Boss. Not Just Boss has been in Greenport for as long as I can remember, and he took over that. He made it very successful. My dad is a character, so
He is.
everything pointed us to, okay, maybe we can do it. And we told them. So this is what happened. When she first came, we said like we're gonna give us a full year for Judy to get acclimated with the Norfolk, and it happened within a few months. My mom said like, okay, the space next door is open. I know you guys are looking, and we were like, we were shaking. We're like, okay, let's just take it and see what happens. We
Well,
Let
I
us
think
breathe.
part of entrepreneurial success is also being ready when the opportunity comes, right?
Yep.
Sometimes we miss the sign. So you guys truly were brave enough to be like, let's take it, see what happens.
Good for
exactly.
you. It's great. I'm impressed with this story. Keep going. It's wonderful.
Thank you. It's a great store. It came out much better than we imagined. I gotta say, like when we first opened Encanto in 117 next to Claudius and Luchareros, um, we imagined that store. We said like, okay, it's a great store. There was a lot of love for the building, but this one, we planned something that, like I said, we planned it. It came out much better than we thought. The windows, the location, the chairs, and it's like you said, there are Yuri says this a lot. There are things that you don't have to push for; they're just present to you. You just have to follow. It's decisions. You gotta be brave and say like, okay, we're gonna go with this. We're gonna spend on this. We want to
Yeah.
make it successful. And at the end, we make our peace with the fact that we say like, if it's successful, we are good. But if it's not, we are good. We are good
Yay. Good
because
for
we try.
you.
We try something different. And it's so
Good
far
for
it's
you.
been great.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Well, I'm a fan, and I know there are I was about to say so many other people who are fans, but I tried to go one Saturday morning, and the line was like out the door around the block. I'm like, all right, I'm not the only one who's a fan. Everybody's getting how great it is.
Well,
So,
I mean, the menu is incredible. I don't know if you've added more varieties of crepes because I just look at the page and I'm like, oh my God, because most people, when they think of crepes, perhaps instantaneously think of the sweet crepes, which you do have, and there's a section. But what I personally love is the fact that you have so many savory crepes. I mean, to me, coffee, crepes, just sort of like breakfast, lunch. I mean, it's just perfection.
and what I love is being gluten free and vegan. Yes, I can go there. And what impresses me is I'll say, okay, could we take a little bit of this and add a little bit of that and put a few things together? Of course, you can make it your way, have what you want. So that's very appreciated as well.
Well, I think we hit our limit on how many crepes are we offering
I
because
think you
right now
probably
we
did.
got
I
There's
feel
no
like you
more
passed the
room in that
31
sign.
flavors.
we
We're
have
past
40,
31 flavors, so
46.
whatever brand that was, ice cream that was.
We have 46 different kinds of crepes. We
Wow.
half of our of those 46, 23 are savory, 23 are sweet.
Wow.
When we move, we only add I think two more because our menu was set for the crepes. But then we did added a few more options besides crepes.
Yeah,
So
Reefus.
Like acai bowls,
acai balls,
Colombian hot dogs, empanadas. What else?
Arepas.
more ice cream cups. We did more
Well, you have
smoothies.
smoothies because when I
Smoothies.
was in there last week. I didn't see either of you. I guess that must have been the one rare day you guys took off. But we got the acai bowl and I got the pineapple and spinach smoothie. It was so good.
Yeah, that's those has been great.
Yeah.
And we have learned with the business. So that's why you see us there a lot of times, but not all the time. I like the way we did it this summer. This is our first summer. We have this same staff that started with us, plus a few more people, and they are very welcoming. We wanted to give them more responsibility. We have a manager right now in place, Jasmine. It's been amazing for us.
Good.
The girls, 𝗘𝗙𝗲𝗃𝗍, Gigi, Mylene, everyone is committed to the place. And I remember when we first talked, we said that our focus was on the energy, and it still is.
It's a
So
great energy in that place.
and the energy not only for the customers but for them, for the staff. So we make sure that they feel good because that's like however they feel is what I can give to the customer as well.
Yeah.
So it works both ways. I'm glad that they are growing with us, and I hope this is a big step for us going from the small to the big, and I know it's not gonna be the last one. So hopefully we can stay
Ooh, good
more.
for
So
you.
we're
I love
always
this so
planning.
much for you because as small business owners, and most small business owners end up starting out as owner or operator, right? You're behind the counter, you are the face all the time. And as wonderful that is, it's very hard on the personal life and for growth. So I love that you're focusing your energy on making sure that it's sustainable, and that you're able to have a life and a business without being 100. I mean, there's no avoiding it because even when you're not there, I'm sure you're doing something for the business. But it's great that you're taking the next step in the entrepreneurship, and building a team and sort of being able to keep that going.
No,
It is.
and we have a lot of different examples in the area where there are people that are very hands-on and want to stay in the place and do that, and we respect that. We love that. There are people that want to grow. 𝗬𝗏𝗍𝗍 is one of the few examples that I know. Mark, I know how he started. I know the cupcake story. I love his story.
I
So
Yeah,
remember.
but he's built an empire at this
Mm-hmm.
he's
point,
built
right?
an
We've all
empire.
watched it unfold from one store
Mm-hmm.
to I don't even know how many he has in a franchise at this point.
I think it's like six, and
Uh,
yeah, I follow him a lot. The guys that manage Lucharitos in Greenport are amazing. They were so supportive when we were moving. Everybody like wanted Encanto to grow, and I always remember. I tell this to my customers, to our customers. I always remember that people tell you when you open a business, listen, you're gonna open a business, it's gonna be great, blah 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 blah. But wait for July and August, you're gonna get people that are difficult. We're still waiting to get the difficult people. It's amazing. It's our third season, third or fourth season, fourth season. So fourth season, and 98% of the people that go into Encanto, amazing,
But that
amazing,
has,
amazing people.
that's a reflection of your energy and who you are when I'm a firm believer in you get what you expect, what you put out, and you just expect that everyone to come in and you and your staff and the space itself, people walk in and that's how they feel. So they leave that
Yeah,
negativity outside and they come in and they're
we
surrounded by
want
a great
everybody to feel
feeling.
welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's so much love for you and your passion personally in Greenport. I mean, I can't even keep up with the comments that are coming through on this chat. Um, and like I said, when you're in the store, and I agree, your staff is sort of carrying that forward. There is this fun vibe. I do want to go back to talking about the batters because one of the things that Penny brought up, outside of the 40 that you have on the menu, you guys do allow people to pick and choose and create. So can you talk a little bit about, you have the gluten-free, but is it a buckwheat
Buckwheat
batter? Obviously you have the
bowl.
regular crepe batter.
Hmm.
So can you talk a little bit about what someone can expect when they come in to order a crepe?
Well, when we started with a different buckwheat. The last time I was here, we had a different buckwheat. We do have an improved one. Delicious. I tell you, it's
I
the
thought the
difference
old
between
one was
the
delicious, so if this can only be better.
yeah, you can always improve, and that's what we're looking for in every single thing. We were talking about crepes. We created the first day we opened Encanto, and how we are gonna make them better. But yeah, so talking about the buckwheat, gluten free and dairy free. It's dairy free and gluten free. So yesterday we have somebody that said like I cannot like. She said like I want to, but I don't. I can eat. I can have any milk. And I said, then I said, like, yes, you can. I said, like, yeah, but what you put inside? I said, like, whatever you want. You want just fruit? You can do just fruit. You want we have a chocolate sauce that Hershey chocolate sauce that is dairy free. So she had an amazing time. I was so happy. It was a young girl. There were a couple of young girls, but she was like, she's like, now I can come to a place
Hmm.
and eat
I
something
understand
that I
that.
really
Yeah.
enjoy.
Hmm.
We do it for that. We want that. We want those smiles. We
Well,
want that energy.
Well, especially in 2026. And I know Penny, I mean, I know I have the alpha gal. I keep talking about that. So not being able to eat meat
Yep.
or dairy. And you, Penny, being a vegan and
Hmm.
gluten free on top of
Yep.
that. When we
Yeah.
go out in a large group, we all want to enjoy, we all want to sit at the same table and
Right.
share a meal, but it can become complicated depending on the menu. So it's nice to have places where that everybody can get something, and enjoy.
That's true. That's the key for us. I know, like maybe we cannot serve 100% of the people because of different allergies or things, but we try.
Correct.
We try our best. We tell customers we like to say yes to everything. Do you have this kind of milk? Yes. Do you have gluten free? Yes. Do you have fresh berries? Yes. That's what we like to say. When we have to say no, we try to give them different options, but we want them there. We want them there. We want them to live happy.
Well, I have to say, for me, there's a handful of restaurants that I can go out to, and you are definitely on that list.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And again, back to the location. It's such an easy,
Beautiful.
as you're wandering, to just
Hmm.
stop in, and
Yeah.
with the outdoor seating, with the dog friendly. So tell us the hours and the days that you're open.
Yeah. We open every day 8 to 8.
It's a long day.
Wow. I
8
didn't
to
know
8
anything
every
was
day.
open until 8 in Green. I mean, I guess some of the dinner restaurants. But wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, the funny part is that when we try to close at 8, we can't.
They keep coming in.
So we're definitely like, if you see the open sign there, we're still open. We take advantage of the summer especially, but different from the first place where we sometimes we used to be later because, well, it was small, it was easier to clean and manage, but after we close, there is a lot of work that needs to be
Oh,
done.
really? You don't
So,
just immediately after we leave, you don't just
oh
lock
no,
up and go to bed?
You just snap your fingers and the place cleans itself.
yeah. So the girls work good hours, and we wanna be we wanna take care of them to make sure. So sometimes, and I never did that before. This is the first year where I tell customers, well, you can see us tomorrow. At one point, I gotta stop them, but
You do.
it's a bit it's great, and yeah, our 8 to 8 is at the very least. We open at 8 definitely, and we stay until 8 or a little bit more if people keep walking in, right?
Yeah. Right.
Well, and those are your summer hours. So obviously, as you know, and of course you have been open all year long.
Right.
So how has your experience been in the peak season versus in the off season?
Well, there's definitely Greenport is a very touristic place, so there is definitely a big switch, and I always go back to our first summer. Uh, I grew up in Greenport. I was here 26 years ago. I went to Greenport school, and
Wow.
I knew how the seasons were. My parents had the businesses, like I said. But Yuri, the first year after Labor Day, before Labor Day, it was always busy. Labor Day was super busy, and then she told me we were doing the schedule, and she like we gotta have less people, and she was like, no, it's gonna be keep coming, and I said, no, it's not, and she's like, yeah. So next day came, there was a lot easier. There was not a lot of people. It's like a switch.
Yeah.
It's a switch. We learn from that. We know that, especially in the place. We're expecting, of course, now that we're in the corner, to have still more foot traffic, and if it's gonna happen, it will happen. But we definitely, that's why we said we take advantage of the summer because we know that's
Sure.
the meat of the seasons, and we concentrate in the off season to make sure that since we have more time, we even give better service to the people that come in because
Impossible. Your service is always great, no matter how busy you are.
thank you, thank you. But
Well,
yeah, I mean it's great. My favorite part of the job is the communication with my customers.
Yeah.
It's that, and it has become that. I remember when I first came, I was doing the crepes and I was doing coffee, and I still do some of it, but it has shifted tremendously to the part that I love the most. So even when I'm working, it feels like I'm doing the thing that I love the most.
You should.
well, part of being a smart business owner is finding the right person for the right role, right? So being able to free yourself up to provide that customer experience and providing not just to the customers but also to the staff, because you are creating the environment that you want everybody to sort of thrive in. So yeah, and then that's kind of what I was saying, that I missed that you weren't there the day that came in, because now that as you're talking and back on this podcast, it's reminding me of the last time you were here several years ago and how much fun we had connecting, and your every word and everything you say just brings your passion through.
And I remember the first time you were on because I was so excited to hear that there was another place that I could go eat. I like ran over my behalf. So yeah,
Oh,
some
we love
people who are listening, they'll be like, wow, gluten free and vegan or dairy free, I can go. Sorry, but you're going to get busier.
that. Good. That's
Well,
great.
and again, over the years, you said you've been here many years. The off season has slightly changed because
It
more
has.
and more people are making this their permanent full-time home. So yes, the switch turns off and there is a trickle of people. But for the ones that live here full time, we're grateful for every restaurant and every business that stays open in the slower season. because there isn't really a tumbleweed Tuesday anymore in the same way that it used to be, correct? So maybe the switch
Correct.
is more like because the fall season still continues for you, right?
Listen, as if the weather is good, you get people in
Um,
Greenport, and you're right. I think a lot had to do with COVID. A lot
mhm.
of people moved towards East Marion and Greenport and Orient and this part, and we see a lot more people now.
People from Southold come too, just so you know.
People from South, of course. People, well, a few of my favorite restaurants are
Present
in South.
company included.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I
so
always joke when people come to visit me, Greenport is like my big day out, right? Because Southold is cute and small, but everything closes here. So anytime that I want to go out or do something fancy, I'm like,
It's
ooh,
like you
we're
go
going to
to a
Greenport.
city. Hmm.
Yeah, and
wow.
I guess Judith is talking about how she comes from Aquabach. So you have a lot of fans around here.
You do.
Well, like I said, we tell to our customers, I love that Greenport is in the North Fork because the North Fork gives family friendly
Hmm. Yep.
vibe that I haven't seen anywhere else.
Agreed.
It's amazing. So everybody from James Sport, even in Riverhead, we find
Hmm.
people that love Encanto. But it's a special. It's a special. I love that Encanto started in Greenport and in the Norfolk because the Norfolk is everything. It's amazing. That's why we live here. That's why I live here because we really love the area.
Yep.
You said the word special, and it immediately thought of, what are the things that's special about your restaurant? Is that you can watch the crepes being made. I love that you have the glass window, and you had that in the smaller store too, but this is so much bigger. And just seeing fresh ingredients go into your food. There's no magic. There's no, it's just beautiful to see healthy, good, fresh ingredients and your food being prepared right in front of you.
Oh, that was key. We argue this point before we open a lot with Yuri. Um, we both refused to have a kitchen.
Kitchen.
We wanted everything to be done in front of the customers.
Mm.
Even the prep, when we prep before we open, we do everything in there. But if we need to prep, everything is being in front of the customers. I love that because it's important for people to know what they're eating. You
I
know,
agree.
if somebody wants only a fruit crepe, they gotta see that the bananas are great, the strawberries are firm, that like whatever they put in there. I love that. So when we grew, there was again the questions: are we gonna put a kitchen? And we said no. We said definitely not. The concept
Because
works. The
having a
concept
visible
works.
kitchen is much more work because everything has to be visually pleasing as well, right? As
Yeah.
opposed to when you're making it in the back, obviously, it's
Yeah,
different.
and listen, there is a lot of respect for like chef, closed kitchens. I know a
I
lot.
mean, it's
I used to do.
practical. That's the only way to do it. The way
But
you're doing it is harder.
watching the crepe being made, entertainment is not the word I really want to
No,
use, but it is just part of that experience.
Yes,
Seeing the crepe made on the pan, yeah, it adds a level of excitement.
well, there's a skill,
Oh, yeah, yes, I've
It's still,
tried it
it's like,
myself. There totally is a skill.
and I tell you, I when somebody, one of the girls of Judy is creating one of the crepes, is moving the crepes because they move me out from there. Now I taught them how to do it, but they're much better than me. But now I tell my customers, look, this art being made
It's
because
very
it
true.
really is art. It's
Mhm.
food art. It's amazing. Some of the
well,
of the crepes, and there are some on our Instagram, and I gotta update my website, which is one of the things that I need to do. But we try to create visually pleasing food that is very good.
Mhm.
Well, growing up in India, we have dosas, and it's kind of a similar concept in terms of it being, hand created and on a griddle. So to me, that's one of the attractive parts. And also, I know you and I have had this conversation before. I'm still keeping my fingers crossed for like a dosa filling, potato curry, right, Penny? I mean, I
I'm
think
in.
you and I would be lined up.
Oh, yeah. If you need help, we'll come and help create it. We
No,
got it.
Oh, good.
we can send our friend Bonnie your way because she was one of the people that helped
100%.
create the Indian food for our
Yep.
Bollywood night, and it was spectacular. So if you're considering that, you just say the word, and we'll jump in.
We'll talk. We'll definitely wanna keep offering stuff. We can do specials as well. So
Sure.
do something
Yeah.
like that. I
You could
would
think
love
of it
to.
after season is over. We'll give you some time.
Yeah, in the fall is like the huge Indian festival Diwali. Maybe
Yeah.
we can have a pop-up for
Yes,
Diwali and have
we
like
should
a
do something like that.
weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, that
Okay,
sounds
Mhm.
good.
you heard it here, people. We're gonna have Indian dosas on the North Fork. Wait,
Uh,
so many comments coming. Somebody wanted to know where did the name come from, and is it from the movie Encanto?
it is the name of the movie Encanto, but it didn't really came from the movie Encanto. So this is a good story. With I think I told it also the first time, but I have a list. When we started talking about like we have these walks, we went to Colombia. We started that list that day, names for our business, and then we came to a point where we wanted to use a Spanish word that sounded pleasing, that sounded nice, that sounded
Mm-hmm.
welcoming. And one day I woke up. I told Yuri, "Love, I was working at Encanto." And then she looked at me and she's like, "That's the name of the place. That's the name of the place." So we put it right away because like sometimes you dream and then you forget. We
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
put it right there. Then we started checking it and I said, "It has to be Encanto. It has to be Encanto." The movie came out like after we select the name.
Oh, maybe they took
Months
it from
after.
you. Maybe they took it from you.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna sue. No, but actually, and it's so funny because the movie is Colombian culture. And I was like, oh my God. It's like those are some of the things that I was telling before. They fall right into place.
Mm-hmm.
So people say like, oh, like kids say like, oh, Encanto, and they realize, and they don't realize it came from the movie, but it's connected to the movie. It's connected to Colombian culture. So the whole thing it's amazing. When I saw the movie, it gave me chills. I'm like, oh my God, we're gonna be working at Encanto. And
Well, that's a beautiful story. Thank you for
we did
sharing.
set
I mean,
our trademark.
we could talk to you for a whole hour, but let's jump into the No for Life 5. You guys ready?
Sure.
Okay. So, if Penny and I were coming in, what crepe would you make? Or if we were going out to eat, where would we go and what would we eat?
Well, I'm gonna suggest one, and Jury's gonna suggest one
Okay, perfect.
for breakfast. Okay,
For breakfast?
yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna suggest that Santa Fe breakfast.
What's in
So,
that?
It's avocado, chorizo, non-spicy chorizo,
You had
corn,
me at avocado, just saying.
corn, egg, and Monterrey cheese.
Oh.
Montevideo.
Monterrey cheese.
Mhm.
Chorizo used to be my favorite kind of meat. And I'll take the spicy kind, when I can go back to eating it.
Well,
How
yeah,
about you, Yuri?
Colombian chorizo is non-spicy. However, the Santa Fe is spicy because the chipotle sauce that we put in there is a spicy
That's
sauce.
my favorite. Whatever crepe I get, I always add the
Me
chipotle
too.
sauce to it. Like, it doesn't matter what I get. I'm like, can you add the chipotle sauce to it?
Yeah, it's really good.
And my suggestion would be our very first crepe, savory crepe, would be the sangalet. So it's a sunny side up egg. It's tomatoes, spinach, onions, Gouda cheese, and it's an open faced crepe. It's one of the most beautiful crepes you're gonna see, and cilantro
I'm gonna
and
have to try
cilantro. It's
that
garnished
one.
with
Penny,
cilantro.
what are you doing for lunch, Penny?
And that's what I'm thinking. I'm like,
I'm
what
so
time can we get
hungry.
over there? I'm in.
I'm
I'm no
so
blame.
hungry.
Me too.
Somebody's
No.
talking about the Colombian hot dogs you have. Wow,
Oh yeah.
that sounds great too.
Colombian hot dogs are great, and the thing is, we put the Colombian hot dogs because when Colombians come to US, this is true, and they ask for a hot dog, they ask you, "Where is my hot dog?" We put a lot of stuff on top of the hot
So
dogs that
what do
Americans
you
don't.
put on a Colombian hot dog?
So our Colombian hot dog is mozzarella, onion, chopped onion, mozzarella, pineapple sauce, chipotle mayo on top, and potato chip crumbles.
Whoa.
It's a good thing.
Well, I'm still at pineapple and onion and potato chip, and of course the chip. Once the chipotle sauce is on it, you know it's good.
It's great. It's great.
Yeah.
And in terms of places that we love locally, we love places in Greenport and in Sahol. Sahol Seafood Market is one of our
Yeah.
the best places that we know. Latin Fusion in Sahol, Lucharitos, they are amazing, and 1943 Pizza, favorite pizza.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
When you
for us.
mentioned South Old Fish Market, you also do have seafood crepes.
We do have a few seafood crepes. So
Yeah.
we offer a shrimp salad crepe, we offer a lox, and a salmon crepe.
Mhm.
That's my husband's favorite.
Yes.
Just saying.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let me see if I can remember the other questions. Do you do you cocktail, mocktail, brewery, or vineyard? What do you enjoy, and where might we see you?
Well, Greenport Brewery. We love that. We love the one in Greenport. We love the one in Peconic.
I
We
always
love the one in
forget that there's
Peconic.
a Greenport location too. I
That's where it
immediately think of
started. Yep.
Peconic, but now I'm thinking, oh, you can walk to it
I
if
like
you
the
have a
Greenport one.
location.
It's very chill, but yeah, definitely the one in Peconic is it's amazing. Wineries we like the Corey Creek. We sometimes we go to Corey Creek and sell crepes there or Bedell. And
Wait, you travel with you make crepes on location?
yeah, like in the off season, we partner with them. We go every Friday or Saturday, right?
Oh,
Wow.
Sunita, this
Who
is
knew?
we.
This
All
is
right.
running here, people.
Definitely gonna. We're bringing the crew. We're coming down.
And it's an experience, I tell you. Having Norfolk wines with crepes, oh my god, it's amazing, right? It's
Sounds
amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
sounds like I'm getting hungry and thirsty at the same time.
Okay, with all this cooking at the restaurant, do you also cook at home? And if so, do you hit up any farm stands?
Yes, we do cook at home whenever, like not in the high season, honestly.
Why would
But
you? I would just, take a crepe home.
yeah, but and we do. The first time that I was there, I said like I don't get tired of crepes. I sometimes do get tired of crepes.
You're allowed
I
to.
accept that. 3 years later, I get tired of it. There is a really nice farm steps close to where we live. It's a small
Yep.
stand. I like that. I like there is one in Orient, Latham.
Latham's. Oh, we
Yeah,
love
Latham.
Latham's.
We love
Yep.
Latham. And there is Angli. So those three. Sometimes we and we buy our pies in Bremere, that's of the Norfolk, but
I mean, it is a
yeah,
farm. It counts.
Yeah.
It's called
we love
Brimamere
those pies.
Farm. So yes.
Right.
I mean, yeah, that's like I go to Wickham's, but 90% of the time I go to Wickham's, I buy their apple cider donuts because they're worth it. They're delicious. So
Yeah, definitely, and they're family businesses, and I love that.
Correct.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
We
I
all
just
have to
realized
support local.
the Greenport Farmers Market comes to you every single Saturday.
Oh
Although
yes,
I don't know with the weather tomorrow what the situation is, but hopefully it's not raining for them.
and
Yep.
it's a great addition. I love that they're doing that
It
now. I
is.
love that.
Great vendors now.
Yeah,
And live music. I mean,
and like
every time I go there, I forget there's live music, and it's just a beautiful place to linger and hang out. I mean, Greenport is just,
yeah,
generally a great place to linger and hang out,
Yep.
but all of these little additions really make it spectacular.
yeah. I don't know if it's because I'm biased, but I love Greenport. Greenport is one of the
Yeah, it's beautiful.
cutest towns that we know, and I know now I live here, and I love that I live here. But it's amazing.
I
Well,
agree.
Penny lives in South Oldham, yet she was involved in the Greenport Village bid like
Yep.
years ago.
I was.
Oh,
It's
you
a
were
Mhm.
in
great
the
time.
vi- in
It's a
the.
great
I
time.
I'm
was on
actually
the bid
in
for
the
a number
village
of
bid.
years. Yep.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
the co-chair of the marketing group for the bid. So we're trying to get a little bit of excitement about Greenport. I know there is a lot of work to do, but I just love
For you.
because there's people that want this to succeed, want Greenport to succeed, and I think it will.
Yes, I agree.
I mean, and it is. Yes, there are, stores that are empty and, there are plans being worked on it. But as long as we keep supporting, and enjoying what is available, if you build it, they will come. So more and more, hopefully those stores will be filled with passionate, enthusiastic business owners.
Entrepreneurial, but people are still coming. Empty stores or not, there's lines wrapped around to get into Encanto, so it's still okay. And
And there is people in Greenport there is that really take leadership and wanna do something for Greenport. I know the Sarah with the First and South and Kim and Rina. They are working
yeah,
hard on the Maritime Festival, and
they're a
I
mighty
love
trio,
seeing
those
the
ladies.
way
Agreed.
it's happening. So I love seeing all that. That
Yeah.
leadership is
Yep.
great. So hopefully
And
we
it,
can.
and it just takes someone stepping up, right? I mean, to take the reins and go with it. In fact, they're going to be on early in September to sort of talk about the Maritime Festival. But there's so much coming up for Greenport. The Maritime Festival, I'm hoping and assuming that the Greenport Stroll, which is another beautiful time, towards the holidays,
Yeah, that's fun.
will be back on. So,
Mhm.
yeah, Greenport is a season to be there, a reason to be there in every season, right? Isn't that the tagline?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a reason for every season.
Yeah, reason for every season. Okay. In middle of all this hard work, do you catch a sunrise or sunset? And if so, where?
Well, we are more sunset,
Sunset.
right?
Yeah.
And we live in East Marion,
Beautiful.
Oh,
in Rocky Point Road. There is a really
Yep.
nice beach where you can see the sunset.
Mm,
That's our favorite spot. It,
beautiful.
it's
yeah. If I ever
beautiful.
move, I would move towards that side because I just love the idea of standing on the road and looking left, seeing a sunrise, looking right, and seeing a sunset, or vice versa, whichever it is. It's such a beautiful town. That's
It's amazing.
so
And
peaceful, so peaceful.
Yeah.
yeah, and the sunsets in Long Island are the best.
Judith's talking about a lot of people come to the art center and the theater in Greenport and they all need to eat. So, the great
Oh
place
yes.
is the place to go. All
Oh, that's
right,
kind
we are
of bring
so
nothing.
grateful that the two of you started in Greenport and are passionate and continue to thrive there. Tell us, what do you love about being a part of the Greenport community?
Wow. There is a lot of love for the community because I think it's a genuine community. It's people that really try. Like I said, there is beauty in Greenport because of all of the family-owned businesses. Like I mentioned, there is a lot of leaders in the area, people that we interact with every day, and they are just examples. They are people to follow. I am so happy that I can be part of something great in Greenport. When I see our corner, Yuri and our corner, we just feel lucky that we are included in there. We are part of the salt that makes the Greenport and the Norfolk what it is. And yes, there is issues, and always there are some issues, but I think Greenport is still growing. I think Greenport is still beautiful, and I think it's only going up. I see it. Vacancies they're gonna come and go. That's gonna
Correct.
happen. It's always gonna happen. But we are working, and we're not the only town in America where that happens, and it will get solved. We're gonna get a lot more businesses. I already see a few businesses that took places, and like the stereo one. So
Yeah.
there is a lot of love for the area, for Mitchell, for what they're doing with the old prison, like everything that happens in Greenport. I see a lot of beauty in it. So it's impossible not to love.
Well, you're adding to the beauty and the vibe and the community. It is people like you both that show up every day and make Greenport what it is.
And your family that's been here forever. It's such a beautiful story, a real backbone of Greenport.
Yes, a lot of prompts to my parents because, like I think I said also in the first time that I was here, but I graduated Greenport School. I went to school here. They didn't. and they still created something that was beautiful. There's
Yeah.
𝗬𝗲𝗲𝗀 and Simply Beautiful,
Hmm.
and not just both. And my uncle has his painting business, William Torres business, which is it took off. He paints a lot of different businesses and houses. I tell you,
They,
we're lucky.
they are a great example for us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
great example. Yeah.
great example.
Well, and what a beautiful legacy and an extended family history to have established. It's not easy running a business in Greenport, let alone thriving businesses, multiple businesses for over so many years. So props to you and your entire family for, for what you have created in Greenport. And
Thank
thank you
you.
for coming on and sharing with us. Penny, anything you want to add about slow food before we wrap up? I do want to talk about Mahjong for a second after. So,
Just again,
Landcraft.
Landcraft. You can go to our website, slowfoodeastend.org, and see all the great things we're doing.
This is in September, and they can walk in
September
your
18th at
garden, and
Landcraft.
there'll
Yep.
be nibbles and wine.
Nibbles and a beautiful garden. And you walk around with a glass of something and just enjoy. And we're having a great silent auction as well. So,
Oh,
Gustavo, I
cool.
think I'm going to come in and talk to you about maybe a donation, just saying. So,
Please do. Please
Yeah.
do.
We
We
love
would love
silent
to support.
auctions. It's always fun
yep.
stuff to get and have. As Penny mentioned at the top of the hour, we NOFO Live hosted what has now become a monthly mahjong event, and I feel incredibly lucky that we get to experience this with everybody. So many people on the
50
North
people.
Fork. Well, I
50
mean, I think
showed
we
up
were at 50,
yesterday. It was
we had 50
amazing.
people. 50 people is crazy.
Yep.
And I know there's so much more demand and people want to do more. So we're going to work on it and figure it out. But I think for now, maybe it's going to be once a month. But stay tuned. We're going to put a date in September together. Whether you're learning or whether you want to do whether you already have a crew and you want some open play.
I could see putting a table together at Encanto.
We could. Yes,
Mhm.
that would be,
Just bring a
yeah.
mahjong set, eat crepes at the same time. Why not?
Let's talk about it.
How
We
many
love all
tables
those
do you
ideas. Please do come
How
and
many
talk out.
tables do you have in there, and what's the capacity? And can we close the street and just put tables on the street? Because at this point on the North Fork, really, we might have to close the entire front street and
We'll take
just
over. We'll take over.
actually maybe for the holiday stroll, that might be a fun thing
Yeah,
to do.
yeah.
Oh, I think Cara would love
Yeah.
to hear all this. Yes, yes, yes. Maybe we can do something like that. But yeah,
Yeah,
let's
I just want to
brainstorm
say
on.
thank you to the whole community that shows up. And I love that people that are learning in a session or two end up at play tables. And then we love at play tables, like numbers are being exchanged and new mahjong groups are being formed to go play at homes. Because that's really how the mahjong thing started for us. With Penny and a couple of other friends we have, we kind of had somebody teach us and we taught each other. And now it's a really special way for people to connect.
Yes. Mhm.
And it's fun, it's social, and I'm grateful for each and every one of you that shows up and
Yeah, it was
something we
great.
get to do in person outside
Mhm.
of our phones.
Right. And
Mhm.
also a big thank you. I'm going to add into 𝗲𝗲𝗃𝗃 because what they do for all of us while we're there, they're really lovely.
Yes, first of all, they have the space, so that's
They
great.
do.
Two, they have the great wine.
Great
And
wine.
I think they got like a gold award, a silver
She said,
award.
yeah,
I mean, yeah, it's
at least
amazing
two of
wine.
their wines that she served were gold medal winners. So it was just great.
Yes, they're a wonderful host. So I thank them and thank you all, and thank you, the two of you, for coming and sharing your story. Have a good weekend, everybody, and we'll see
Thank
you
you.
next
Thanks
Friday.
for
Thank
Thank you,
inviting me to
Penny,
you.
for
join.
co-hosting. Thank
Thank you.
you.
We'll see. Gustavo, Yuri will be there soon.
Of course, we'll see you
See you
there.
soon. Bye.
Thanks.